Coming up, this is the man police are looking for after a stabbing in South Fargo. The latest on the case. An area school district is making a change to this mascot logo. Why some people don't like the rebel's mustache. And how an officer at the West Fargo Police Department is looking forward to bonding with Thor. Hello and welcome to the Nightly Review. I'm Tom Tucker. We begin with a look at tonight's headlines, then a closer look, with an update tonight on how the North Dakota tourism industry is bouncing back after taking a hit because of COVID-19. And in tonight's one-on-one conversation, a look at how an anonymous donation to the West Fargo Police Department made it possible for the agency to add a new K-9 officer. But first tonight, Fargo police are asking you to be on the lookout for a stabbing suspect. The stabbing happened around 5 o'clock this morning near 25th Street and DeMorris Drive South. Police say they received a call from the victim, who was taken to a local hospital with serious injuries. The suspect, pictured here, is described as Caucasian, in his mid to late 20s, with shoulder-length hair, and last seen wearing a red short-sleeved shirt and black pants. Anyone with information in the case is asked to contact Fargo police. Dozens of residents concerned about street racing and noise pollution on Fargo City streets turned out for a town hall Thursday night. One resident said the loud racing and popping noises from altered mufflers sound like gunshots and have woken her up on many nights. Another woman said she and her children were almost hit by a car on 52nd Avenue South. Mayor Mahoney says possible solutions include more speed bumps, installing cameras, impounding cars, and increasing police presence. The new headquarters for the West Fargo firefighters is officially under construction. The building, expected to cost $18.5 million, is funded through capital improvement sales tax, cash reserves, and a $10 million bond. The new station will add more staff, equipment, and a training tower for fire crews. The new station on 10th Avenue East will be completed by 2023. Officials at an area school district are looking to adopt a new mascot logo following controversy surrounding the old one, which you see here. The previous logo for the Dilworth-Glendon-Felton School District features a rebel with a mustache, with some people comparing the mustache to that of a Confederate soldier from the Civil War. The district recently unveiled a new logo option, a couple options, which were voted on by students and staff. The school board is expected to make a final vote soon. One man is injured after his foot was run over by construction equipment at a job site. The accident happened yesterday afternoon in rural Morton. Authorities say the 38-year-old man is from West Fargo and was taken to the hospital. Details on his condition have not yet been released, and we're told an investigation is ongoing. Rehabilitation programs are coming to inmates at the Cass County Jail. New programs. Sheriff Jesse Johnner says the name of the program is Reignite.
We're just going to be looking to partner and collaborate with both the community and businesses to see if we can bring in some educational pieces inside the walls of the jail. Those inmates that are inside, if they're interested in learning a potential skill, a trade, or something while they're in there.
Sheriff Johnner says the goal of the Reignite program is to stop the revolving door of recidivism. Reignite stands for Residential Enhancement and Individual Growth Naturally and Intentionally through Education. Well, North Dakota has become the latest in a growing number of states investigating unusual hepatitis cases among children. The cases are described as mysterious and of an unknown origin, where all the usual causes have been ruled out. North Dakota health officials say a child from Grand Forks County is recovering at home after a brief stay in the hospital. Surges in pediatric hepatitis cases are also being reported in Minnesota and Wisconsin. Minnesota Governor Tim Walz and Minnesota Health Commissioner Jan Malcolm are getting the latest COVID-19 shots. Both received their second booster shots Wednesday and are urging others in what they call vulnerable groups to get the extra layer of protection as the virus reportedly spreads. Minnesota is reporting more than 2,500 new COVID-19 infections. Author Dave Eggers is offering high school seniors in Rapid City, South Dakota, free copies of his novel, The Circle. The book has been targeted as one of 5 books pulled from school library shelves and are set to be destroyed by the district for, quote, unsuitable content. The novel focuses on a technology company's efforts to pressure citizens to wear body cameras to make all of their actions transparent. On a lighter note tonight, Bismarck resident Sanoa LaRoque is Miss North Dakota USA 2022. LaRoque was crowned Sunday along with Miss North Dakota Teen USA Berkeley Lundeen of Minot. LaRoque is a citizen of the Turtle Mountain Band of Chippewa. She posted on Facebook that she's thankful for the support she's received and is now looking forward to her new journey. In a closer look tonight, tourism in North Dakota rebounded sharply in 2021, despite the global COVID pandemic and travel restrictions at the U.S.-Canadian border. According to the director of the state's Tourism and Marketing Division, visitation to North Dakota was up 15% last year, with people coming from almost every state in the country.
We had increases from every state except one, so those were really strong numbers. We also showed strong rebound, not quite back to where we want to be from 2019, but a number of areas were up and surpassed, but as a whole, we're still slightly below 2019.
North Dakota Tourism Director Sarah Oddie Coleman says North Dakota visitors spent nearly $3 billion last year, generating $238 million in tax revenues for the state and local jurisdictions. Coleman says she's looking forward to what she hopes is a busy travel season this summer as well. The state tourism website currently features suggested itineraries, not only for visitors from out of state, but also for North Dakota residents.
Take a look at the website, our website, ndtourism.com, because we've got some great easy buttons there. You know, so many times you just don't have time to plan the travel, and so there's itineraries out there based on themes, based on routes.
Last year, the marketing effort to promote tourism in North Dakota was bolstered by $6.5 million in CARES Act funds allocated by the state legislature. As a result of the funding, traffic to the state's tourism website increased by 26%. By the way, that website address is ndtourism.com. Well, if you find the Nightly Review a reliable source for staying on top of news and information for the FM Metro and beyond, please be sure to hit subscribe below and hit the bell button as well, and that way you won't miss the next report. Well, time now for a check of your weekend forecast. Meteorologist Justin Storm has the latest on our weather from the Skywatch Weather Center.
Thanks, Tom. We'll have mostly cloudy skies throughout tonight. An isolated spotty shower can't quite be ruled out with a low of 52 degrees and wind out of the southeast around 5 to 15 miles per hour. It turns windy for your Saturday. It will have partly cloudy skies with increasing clouds later in the day. Wind will be around 15 to 30, gusting to 40 from the southeast with a high of 70. And we'll see some scattered showers and thunderstorms pushing in Saturday night. Those should hold off until after 6 and be most likely after 9 o'clock. Those showers will stretch into Sunday morning and then spotty scattered showers for your Sunday afternoon with highs in the mid-60s and breezy conditions out of the south-southeast 10 to 25.
It could happen to you or someone you love. One moment, one diagnosis can change everything. Thankfully, there's a program that helps caring people uplift families through a crisis. Lend a Hand Up, raising financial help and hope through community benefits and online campaigns. A program that boosts generosity so gifts go further. Lend a Hand Up helps you help your neighbors. Learn more and give at lendahandup.org.
Welcome back to the Nightly Review. In the one-on-one conversation tonight, I have two guests talking about the arrival of the newest K-9 officer at the West Fargo Police Department. Assistant Police Chief Pete Nielsen and Officer Matthew Oldham joined me to talk about how Thor came to the department and how the dog will be used to protect and serve the citizens.
Thor is our third K-9 that we have at the police department. We recently retired. With my promotion, we recently retired K-9 Macho. Macho is retired, like I said. He stays at home, lives with me, and at that point, that brought us down to 2 K-9 units. And when we went to from the 3 K-9 units to the 2 K-9 units, we needed to backfill that. So we opened up a process where we tested and interviewed applicants within the police department, and Officer Oldham was selected to become the third handler team member of the K-9 unit. And at that point, we started researching and trying to look for different canines throughout the country, throughout overseas, and we ultimately decided on K-9 Thor. So K-9 Thor and Officer Oldham then began some training here a month ago.
Officer Oldham, please tell us about the process in terms of being selected to serve as Thor's handler.
It originally started out, I had to send a letter of interest in, and once that was completed, then we ran a physical agility test where me and another officer competed for the position. Once that was completed, the oral interview, then I was selected as the handler. So then about mid-March, I think it was the second week of March, then Thor was brought to town. I got a 2-week bonding period with him. And then once that was completed, then we went to Iowa for the month of April and completed 4 weeks of training.
Tell us about Thor in terms of his personality and what it's like to work with him.
He's a great dog. He's a big dog. He's 85 pounds. He's very energetic, enthusiastic. He's got great sociability skills. I mean, he's very friendly. I can bring him in. Anybody can pet him. Anybody could let him out. I mean, he's really good with my wife. If she lets him out into the backyard to use the bathroom or whatever. I mean, he's very, very social. But when it's work time, he's all business. He's got a great personality. When he gets out of the car, he knows he's going to work, and that's what he strives for. He strives to get out and work.
Assistant Chief Nielsen, having completed your significant experience of working with a K-9 officer in the field, talk about that special bond that develops between the handlers and the dogs.
I started my K-9 career back in 2011. I started the program here at the police department, and I brought K-9 Disco into the community to our department. And I spent many years working K-9 Disco. He retired ultimately, and then I moved to K-9 Macho. And yeah, like you said, it's a bond it's a very significant bond. It's a strong bond. It's very unique in the sense that the amount of time that you spend with these animals is just unbelievable, right? I mean, they come to work. We work 10-hour shifts. You know, some weeks we're working 50 hours a week. When we work 50 hours a week with them, as soon as we get home, you know, we still care for them at home. So there's a significant amount of time that is spent between the team, and that bond develops, and those animals will protect you with their life because of that bond.
And I'd like to thank Assistant West Fargo Police Chief Pete Nielsen and Officer Matthew Oldham for joining me for tonight's conversation about the city's new K-9 Officer Thor. Today was Thor's third day on the job. Thanks to Thor and the entire department for their service. Well, that will do it for this Friday night, May 6th, 2022. I'm Tom Tucker. Thanks for watching the Nightly Review. Have a great weekend.